Thank you. Okay, so she's pointing to July. She's saying July was really important because what happened to me was already said in so many people's video and social media, and then it was kind of like convoluted, and other people, just like now, all these other people are being brought into it, and I don't see it like that. And they've been showing me the triangle. When I say they, I mean my spirit guides have been showing me that triangle that I showed you guys. Okay. So, like, don't get it twisted. I'm gonna re-look at my videos from July and some other people's videos from July. Also, genocide. Genocide has a lot of important videos on summer. She really never stopped doing the videos on summer. Like, I took a long break because I felt like, all right, a million videos, you know. And some of them get like 300 views, and some of them get like 7,000 views, a couple, maybe one. And then some of them get like 1,000 views. It doesn't matter. That used to matter to me because everybody wants attention. Everybody wants to be heard, their voice to be heard. But what Summer's telling me is go back to then. Go back to July. Definitely. I'll go back to July. Okay, and then again in September. I think because, no, July and August. Then by September, it was getting convoluted again. Okay. Now, remember, in July, who else went missing? I mean, Summer Wells went missing June 15th, allegedly. No, she went missing June 15th. There was never any more pictures of her being alive since June 15th, 2021. Then July, I'm not sure of the exact date, but July 2021, another child went missing. Blue eyes and blonde hair. Is that a coincidence? Maybe. Okay, so this card, thank you for all the energy on this card. Look at this. Yeah, so I was getting July and then again in August. I'm gonna look over my videos from July and August. I know I have a lot. I know I did the poem. I'm pretty sure I did the poem where I was wearing the lavender wig. Pretty sure that was July. All right, definitely. Okay. Yeah, I'm open and receptive to receiving any kind of messages from you, Summer. Okay, then we have, again, relax. Relax and hold. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. I don't think I have a book on these cards. That's really mystical. One second, guys. I don't think I have a book on this, but let me check. I really don't know what that means. Oh, I do! Yay! A lot of times I don't use the book, but this one I'm confused at, so I'm gonna look this one up. I hope you don't mind. If you have a plane to catch, then I might not be the person for you until you're on the plane, and then they tell you could turn back your technology on. Okay. All right. Epic fail at trying to be funny. All right. I screwed that one up big time. Summer goes, no, you didn't. Summer, you have a sense of humor. How old are you in heaven now? She said she always wanted to be a teenager, so she's a teenager. Your birthday's coming up. I will do a video for your birthday. She's like, of course. Okay. Yeah, so Summer is an Aquarius. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Summer is February 4th. Right in between my sister Christine's birthday and my sister Patricia's birthday. Okay. So relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Does this mean that we become passive and just flow along? like a limp leaf detached from a tree, blown about randomly by the breeze. No, being free of the dark hold empowers us to take up our cause. This means being free to act and affirm the intuitive feelings that we have by following up on them. That is painting like someone who has lost their mind, completely free from the heart. It means writing even though you have no conscious idea of what you are writing, even as the words are streaming forth upon the page before your rather curious eyes. And it means speaking about your work, never hiding it away. Allow it to breathe the fresh air and be held in the gaze of another, detached from the darkness that would say it is not enough or must be the best thing ever, whatever that means, in order to be worthy of a place in the world. Instead, just let it be what it is. It might fly, it might endure, it might not. All of nature, including you and your passions and your dreams, will be what is needed, when it is needed, and how it is needed, according to wisdom. Sorry, I don't know why that is not working. According to the wisdom, we just have to trust in this, within ourselves, within nature herself, through the flow of life, and participate. You are asked to go within and imagine deep diving all off the edge of what you have known. Yes, what I've known. What I've known. Thank you for that. There is so much more calling to you. It's your time to leap. Not leaf, leap. There is so much more calling to you now. It's your time to leap. And here's the affirmation for this card. I accept the offer of life, so I say that I may truly live through unconditional love. I now invite and receive all assistance, intervention, protection, and inspiration so that I might leap into my next cycle of life, held in the loving grace of wisdom. So be it. You may now like to take an actual jump for joy to finish the healing process. Oh, that was lovely. I'm sorry if if it might have been boring for you guys. It was long, but I needed to read that because I had no idea. I don't use these cards that often, and I wasn't getting, all of that. Summer, I don't think even Summer could say it to me. So, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. In other words, we have to do what's innately in us, and forget about what everybody's judgment will be. Forget about how many views you get for me. Forget about if somebody says my work is sloppy, messy. It is messy. It is sloppy. It is off. It's not perfect. It's not, even this, what we're looking at, it's not perfectly aligned, okay? A lot of kids have said, and you think kids are very open and receptive. And in school, when I have shown them this picture or brought in the canvas, they have said, oh, it looks like that pole is on top of the zebra's tail. Okay, and then they said, you can't see it, the elephant's in the sky, and so is the lion. And I said, no, they're just in the background. But they were right, because I should have painted some trees or put some trees over there. So they were correct. And they just laughed. And then I said, are you making fun of my work? And they were like, oh no, but it's funny. So then I just laughed too, because they were right. Anyhow, I think that card is saying accept yourself and don't worry about what the judgment will be, and just do what you have in your heart. Okay? Yeah, and there's a lot of times that I hold myself back. You might not believe that's true, but yes, I hold myself back, and then what happens is I end up being nervous and getting nervous and not really giving you the full authentic read. I'm always authentic, but there are things that I hold back because I'm afraid, like, you know, oh, that would be too risque to say. Okay, so now we're going to get to my cards. All right, 43 minutes in. Okay. All right, these are my summer moon cards. This is just a new thing I'm trying. Okay. She just asked me, where's the amethyst? And it's right here next to you. Okay. Sorry, she told me to put the crystal there. Okay. So I'm gonna shuffle any messages that we need to know about summer moon wells. Please give us honest messages. Give us messages from the divine. All messages are protected by God, and are for the good of all parties involved. Thank you. Oh, okay. I will. I just heard you have to light your sage again because it went out. This isn't my sage. This is Palo Santo stick. I'm trying not to light the sage because Devin turned out that his cold came back too, and he is going to the doctor on the 8th. He won't go any sooner, so he's back to being sick too. And I don't want to make his chest heave up, so that's kind of why he made the pool room good for me, because I'm supposed to use it so I don't stink up the house. But I was told to do this, so I'm doing it. Okay. Thank you. Oops. Okay. And then also, I wasn't even going to do these cards for summer, but when I was in the store the other day, she said, oh, index cards that are colored, get those. I want those. So I said, I guess these are for you. I have more to make for other cases. So messages from Summer Moon Utah Wells, please. So we could find her physical body, so we could find out what happened to her. Wherever she is, whatever happened to her, please give us clues. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Summer Moon. I love you. Thank you for coming to me, visiting with me, making me feel happy. I hope we make you feel happy. Okay. Okay, the first one up. Money stolen. Swindler. Okay. Thank you. Not sure how to make my camera. Not good with the technology of how to position things. Second, guys. Jeez Louise. Yeah. Okay. Next one up. My body has been hidden. Storm cellar in the forest near a log. Okay. All right. So she's saying this is when I do these cards, I meditate first. I burn my sage. I sit there for hours. And there was like pictures in my head, so I try to write them on the cards. And this is what I got. So her body has been hidden. It's also been moved. So maybe she's saying the storm cellar. Remember, I got the storm cellar. A storm cellar could be the shed, and then you lift up some wood, and under there is her body or her remains, or maybe partial body. I don't really think anything, like, I don't feel like I've asked this. Has she been burned? I don't get a strong, hot feeling on burned. But been by fire, yes. Has that been thought about? Yes. But did that happen? I don't think so. So in other words, I feel like she's intact. Storm cellar. Then in the forest, near a log and a creek and trees, of course. Then, this is the third place, a cave by the mountain. But there's also a creek by the mountain. But like, tell me if this is what I'm saying. So you guys tell me if this makes any sense to you. Is there a mountain that has like a cave attached to it? And inside the cave you can walk in, like maybe 2 people, 3 people can walk in, and it's just like maybe 6 feet long or maybe 10 feet wide. 10 feet in to the mountain. And maybe there's some crystals, like, you know how you dig for rocks? She just said pick up the amethyst. It's like this shape. Now this is a raw amethyst, but it doesn't even look purple. My daughter gave this to me. One of my birthdays. Okay? So, but it is semi-polished. So think about a rock that's not polished, but it's kind of like an oblong shape. That's what she's showing me. Let me know if that exists. Are there mountains? But like I'm saying, is it far away or is it in Tennessee? And she keeps saying, by my home, by my home. No, my home is not far. In Tennessee. Yes, Tennessee is yes. By my home. So I don't feel she's far from a home. Okay, so you guys let me know. 1, 2, 3 moves. Well, first from the car. Storm cellar. That could be in a shed or I saw a video today. It was outdoor house. It looked like a house or it was a huge shed, but it looks like people can sleep in there. And it was on the Wells property. I'll have to go back to my phone and put it in comments. I think they were called Studio. I think I subscribed to their channel and I told them I've been on this case since late June. Anyhow, you guys let me know. In the forest near a log, creek and trees. Like, in other words, the cadaver dogs could get a hit. They have to go back to the property, the house, and all around there and do a research. Search it again, even if it's been searched. But I don't think Don Wells will let them. A cave by the mountain. Yeah, but she says she could still see her house. And she astral projects out of her body. She could still see the house. She flies above it. I'm sorry, sometimes I'm just thinking I'm trying to receive the messages. But basically, she says that people were around her. People almost found her. And they just went over her. She heard the dogs. She even heard a horse. Yeah, everything needs to be researched. Searched again, okay? Because it sounds like researched. Okay, I'm going to ask for some more. I'm going to be doing a lot of these cards. I'm not going to stop until I feel like I've done it all. Oh, God. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'm open and receptive to receiving messages. Summer, Moon, Utah Rose, and any of the spirit guides for summer. Okay, thank you. Okay, I got 2 cards stuck together. I'm going to show you them all. A trailer/camper is near where you can find me. Okay. Okay, so the first card, don't forget, is money stolen, swindler. Somebody's a swindler. Somebody stole money. Someone else got mad. And I definitely feel the sense of drugs. Okay. Trailer or camper. But I don't feel she's in the sewer. I know that was going around too. I don't feel that. I felt like that with Jennifer Doulos. But I don't feel that with her. I've researched it. I've meditated on it. I don't feel that the sewer thing. I don't. Okay, so they're saying a trailer or camper, but could it also be a cabin? Could it be a big shed, a large shed, like the one I saw today? Felt very hot on it. I never saw it before. Okay. It's owned by Don Wells. She had the stats on it. Okay, check GPS of the cars, and cell phones will put the bad behind bars. Okay, now remember, if this sounds like a different language or babyish, it's because I channel when I was writing them, even down to, she even told me what color card she wanted me to use for each thought. Okay, and when it was very close to her, she wanted me to use purple. This is very close, very, has to do with her body. So she said, use purple. Writing her name, she didn't mind. I asked her, is it okay if I do script? And she said, yeah, because she was never able to be alive long enough to learn how to do it, so she watches me. Okay. And she says, will you teach me how to write my name? I say, of course. You'll let me use a fat pencil. Well, I have the fat pencil right here, ready to go, because little hands need the fat pencil. And does anybody know if Summer seemed like she was going to be a lefty? Because I'm a lefty, and I feel like she was a lefty. Anyway, check the GPS on all the cars, even Allison's car. Okay? I don't know, I just was told to say that. That came out of left field. Okay? Will put the bad behind bars. When they check the GPS and the cell phones, which I think they have, but I think DW has a lot of phones, extra phones, and for some reason when Chris McDonough was talking to Candace, I don't know how close to June that was, if it was right after, but Candace had mentioned that she has phones, that she still has like all the TikTok and Facebook and things between her and Hunter, that she has to show TBI. And Chris McDonough goes, oh, you didn't do that yet? You didn't give in your phone? And she goes, oh yeah, I have to make a trip up there next week or on Tuesday, something like that. Tuesday, a week from never. Anyway, I don't understand why the police didn't have her phone. Anyhow. Summer is saying check the GPS and cell phones, which I'm sure they have, but there's something else, something with the phone that's going to link. and you'll be able to put the bad behind bars. By doing the GPS and the phones, it will put the bad, anybody who's bad, behind bars. Thank you, Summer. Okay. Messages from Summer. Messages. Okay. Check again. The watershed. I kept hearing watershed. I didn't even understand what a watershed was, okay? I grew up in Staten Island, New York, in, I guess a little bit of a small town. I don't know if it wasn't really a small town. This is a small town where I'm at now. But anyway, we had a cellar. We had a basement and we called it the cellar. And we had these doors that were on the outside that if you open them up, you walk down steps and you go into the cellar. My mother used to say if there's a bad storm, that's why they built it like that, so that everybody in the house could go down in the cellar. All right? But I actually had to look up and Google watershed because I really just didn't know. I don't have a clue. All right? It says check again the watershed by horse stable. Okay? 11 acres kept coming up. I think that's what they own, 11 acres. It's closer. I'm closer than you think. Okay, read it again. Check again. Watershed by horse stable. So this is for boots on the ground people that Summer's trying to tell, because we can't really do it from, far away. These are people in Tennessee, people who are on the case, police officers that maybe you guys send my video to. They have to check by the horse stable. Which horse stable, I'm not sure, but she's shown me when the news crew was doing, okay, all right, thank you for the messages, but just go a little slower because I'm trying to talk at the same time. When the messages, okay, sorry, let me just take a second. Okay, yeah. Remember that horse that got loose when the reporters were doing a report about Summer, and a black horse got loose and ran down the road, and it was like, that was a symbol about Summer. She was trying to give us clues. I don't know if that was right near, what's the name of that place? The swimming hole where Summer last swam at. I don't know if that horse stable is near there. Warriors Park. Okay. But she's saying, my family owns 11 acres, and I'm closer than you think. What happened was, when I was reading this card, I was getting some more messages, and I got this message last night. You know the guy that was the reporter on the Brian Laundrie case? I forget what his name is. Brian Enton. Thank you. Brian Enton. They just told me to write it down. I was supposed to make a card for him. I don't know if I'm spelling his name correctly, so if I'm spelling it incorrectly, just correct me. Brian Enton. He has grayish hair. They kept showing me gray hair, and he's short. I'm pretty sure he's like 5'2" or 5'3". I think so. I'm pretty good at guessing people's height, even when I don't see them. You know that, Tracy. Okay, 5'8", Tracy. Anyway, Brian Enton, the gray hair. I think he went gray very early because he's a young man. I think he's like in his late 20s or early 30s. He's a young man, but they said the gray hair. At first, I thought that was a bad thing. I thought they were talking about DW or Grandis or somebody else. But then I got a clear message, and they showed me Brian Enton. He's going to get the closest. He can crack the case. I know there was a lot of women on the case. I don't know their name, but they kind of like, they backed up. They felt the negative energy of the case and the players. And there's like a political thing going on too. Don't ask me really to go into that. I'm just telling you what I know, what comes in. But I feel Brian Enton, if anybody could reach out to him or can give me his number, I would love for him to see my videos, because he knows something, and it's just like he's got to back it up with the facts. He could be the one that gets clink clink. And Summer also showed me him, and she goes, he's a kind man, and he's a smart man. And he'll get everything. He got everything he got in his life. He got the hard way, and because he did his own work. How's that for a message? I don't even know the guy. I just recognized him when he used to do Brian Laundrie case. And I didn't really think great thoughts about him when he was doing Brian Laundrie. But after Brian Laundrie was done and he went to check out the case about Kaylin and Crystal, the two women that were murdered, and we thought maybe it was Brian, but I don't think it is. Anyway, when he went there to Moab, then I don't know, I saw him in a different light. And then when he was interviewing Don, he got close. He got really close, and then Don shut it down. He was supposed to take him on a tour or something, and then he came back and flip-flopped and said, no, forget it. So anyhow, she's holding up Brian Enton, and almost like he's going to be the one. And she recognizes everybody that is trying to help her. So don't think I'm just trying to put him on a pedestal and ignore everybody else's work. No. Summer feels everybody's love. Everybody who's even done just one video on her. Anybody who's tried to save up money for her. Anybody who's made a painting or a craft for her. She sees it all and feels it all. Okay, so please, somebody get my videos to Brian Enton. You guys know how to do it. Or give me his number. I would love to try to talk to him. Okay, so then we have evidence in a vehicle. SUV, truck, car, bike. Okay, why did I say a bike? Because as I was writing this, I had to write down SUV later. Because I don't know, I know the difference between an SUV, sort